Hey YouTube, today I'm gonna be changing out my brake pads on my 2016 Toyota Rav 4. Okay, you want to park it and put up your e-brakes, hand brakes, put some chocks in the rear depending on which brakes you're doing, and you want to break the lug nut loose. This is a 13/16. Okay, you want to break it loose and then jack it on the jacking point right here, the pinch well. Jack it up a little. Put a jack stand also, and then you take out the tire, lug nuts all the way in the tire. Okay, so I'm gonna take off the lug nuts. You can do this with a ratchet. Okay, so here's your caliper bracket, brake hardware, brake pads. You gotta take all these two nuts here. They look, the bolts, they look like 12, I think, or 10. Rotor looks good. Alright, so I'm gonna take out the caliper bolts. It's two 14 mm, one here and one on the bottom. I already broke it loose. I'm gonna take the bottom one off, or you can, I think with these you can just take one out. You can take the bottom one or the top one off, either one. I'm gonna take both off. I didn't take it to the dealer because the dealer wants too much money to do this, and I didn't buy the pads from the dealer. If this caliper is not coming out, you can take a small pry bar and pry it here, or there's a window where you can compress the piston in. Okay, so to take out your old pads, you just pry it out with your hands or this. So these pads, they still have material on it. It's not bad, and brake wear indicator goes on the top. You just want to clean this up, put some lithium grease on it, clean up the brake hardware with brakes cleaner, put some grease on it, and just put back your pads just like this. This is the inboard one. Indicator, brake wear indicator is on the top, so you just put this back like this. Okay, so I'm going to compress the piston back into the caliper housing, the bore. You use an old brake pad, you just put it like this. Just get a C-clamp and gently compress it back in. As you can see, it's going inside, going back in gently, and you don't want to bend the brakes hose or leave the caliper hanging. And after you compress your piston back in, just put this back. Double check the sliding pins. Make sure they're working. Okay, this one is a little hard, so I gotta take it out and put some lube on it before I put the caliper back. Alright, this is the slide-in guide pin. You want to take this out and clean it up, put some grease on it, and just put it back in this boot. And then as you can see, it's moving freely now. Before it was a little stuck, so this can cause your brakes to pulsate. You're gonna feel like it has air in it, like spongy, and your brake pads can wear unevenly. So this is good right now. So now we can put back the caliper. Okay, put the caliper back and the two bolts, and just make it nice and tight, snug. You want to pump your brake pedal before you start the car, so you can push the piston back out, and the piston can push the pads to grip the rotors before you start it. Okay, that's it. This is the driver's side. Passenger side is the same. If you like this video, click like, thumbs up, share the video, subscribe, leave a comment or any questions. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I put the tire back, and you want to tighten this in a crisscross star pattern so you can tighten evenly.